Hi there, welcome to a Goods In video from TDCat Tech. I haven't done one of these for a while, and I also haven't done a video looking at radios for a while. So this is going to be interesting. And another thing I've never done before is had anything by Hytera. I've never owned a Hytera product at all. Hytera have sent me 3 radios to take a look at. I must state at the start of this video, as people always do, I haven't been paid to do this video, and I've made it absolutely clear at the start, only send me these if you're happy with a totally sort of impartial review. So, you know, make of that what you will. This is the S1 series of radios, and today I am just unboxing them, okay? I'm not going to start testing them. I'm not really going to start doing much with them at all. I'm just unboxing them. I want to get familiar with them first, and then I can show you them individually. We've got the S1 Mini, the S1, just the S1, I think, and the S1 Pro. 3 different radios. These are business walkie-talkies. They're sold as business walkie-talkies, each with a slightly different aim as to sort of where in the market they're looking to sell them. They're smaller radios. They're maybe a little bit less robust than your kind of big chunky Motorola things, but they're designed more for kind of executive use in like golf clubs and stuff like that, where image maybe is a little more important than it might be on a building site. As I say, they are business radios which are programmable from 400 to 470 megahertz, I think, but these particular variants are the PMR 446 versions, and you can tell that because it says on here 446 to 446.2, which is essentially the EU range of frequencies used for channel 1 to 16 of PMR 446. So although these radios, the Mini, can do half a watt and 1 watt, and these two can do half a watt, 1 watt, and 3 watts, I'm going to say with a reasonable amount of certainty that these will be locked down to half a watt, and I'm not going to have any power options on these at all. In fact, if they are PMR 446 standard, I'm not going to have the ability to remove the aerial, and I'm also not going to have the ability to change the frequencies on them just at all. So they will be locked down, but that's fine. I don't mind that. So let's take a look, first of all, at the S1 Mini. So let's have a look inside here, see what we get. So we've got our just documentation there and some stickers, which I think are identification stickers, so you can put these on the side of the radio and make it just more clear as to which one is yours. And then we've got the radio itself. Look at that. It's so cute, isn't it? This one is where they're sort of saying, you know, people can use this for just putting on a lanyard or something, because it is really lightweight and really easy. You know, it's just, there's nothing to it. Very, very small. And that's where they're aiming this, where a radio has to be discreet. You want a PMR radio, you want to be able to communicate, but you want it fairly discreet. And this is the one to go for, the S1 Mini. It's just got a fixed clip on the back. By the look of things, I think that's where those stickers go. Let's peel the label off the front. So we've got our speaker there, and we've got our microphone here, and this is a front push-to-talk. There's no push-to-talk on the side. And then we've got USB-C charging in the bottom. So this is a fixed battery, lithium polymer battery in here. And then we've got our channel up and down, buttons and volume up and down. Switchable with this, I think it's switchable with this M button here, this mode button here. And then power on, power off. And I think there are also some programmable button functions. All these are programmed using Bluetooth. They have Bluetooth Live when they're on, and they can be connected to using the app and programmed through the app, which I won't go into on this video, but I will show you that in a future video looking at these radios individually. So let's just turn it on quickly, show you the display.
16. Battery high.
There we go. And as soon as we transmit, we get a nice red light there and a little up arrow on the display. Battery level shows, and we're on channel. Okay, so that's volume at the moment. So if I switch modes.
15.
So now we're going through the channels.
3, 2, 1.
And it's very, very straightforward, really. Not much to it at all. All right, so this has started scanning the PMR 446 range. So if I transmit on here now, there you go. You immediately get channel 1 coming in. PMR 446, 46006250, CTCSS pre-programmed in on this, which I'm guessing is changeable in the app, of 94.8. So full 16 channel 446, and see if we get anything else in the box, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, comes with a lanyard as well. Useful for this kind of radio. It's nice to have that so lightweight. Great for, I mean, I know this is not what it's designed for, and we're not what Hytera are aiming at, but that is amazing just to have on the bike, riding around. We use radios on the bikes all the time because if we're riding around as a family, we just get separated. And having radios on is so useful in those circumstances, and this is perfect for that. Absolutely perfect. What else do we have in here in the box? Ah, okay. Ah, cool. Cool. It comes with an earpiece. Yeah, you can turn that round. Okay, so you can fit it on your left or right ear. And then we've got our clip here to attach it to your body and push to talk button on there. That's really neat, isn't it? Probably needed, actually, because I wouldn't have thought this speaker, although it'll be reasonably loud, it's probably not going to be up to too much. There we are. All right, so the second radio is the S1. And this, okay, so this is plastic. Actually, when I saw the promotion material of this, when I saw the website that had these on, and what I love about these is that they're really trying to go for just something a little bit different in radio design, aren't they? These just look a little bit different. They're not your standard kind of more boxy, clunky thing like this. I mean, I know this isn't a two-way radio, but you get the idea. It's not this just a sort of black, chunky box with ugly buttons on. They're going for something a little more sleek here. And I thought this was metal, actually, but it's not. It is plastic. That's a little bit of a shame, but it's still a nice looking radio, isn't it? So on this one, you've got a front push to talk button and a side push to talk button as well. But this has, pretty sure this has no power. And then an earpiece socket on the side and a hard stop channel button. So that's a really nice switch, that, actually. All right, I'm going to have to put the battery in. So this one comes with a lanyard, same as the last one, similar to the last one anyway. It comes with a belt clip. Definitely need a belt clip. Without doubt, one of the most useful things to have on a two-way radio. So that just literally slots onto there. And I'm guessing this in here will have to be the battery. Yeah. So again, this is just a PMR 446 radio. How does this fit in? Just goes in like that, does it? Is that right? There we are. Let's see where that turns on now.
1. Battery low.
Yeah, one thing I will say is that these look really nice, right? And I'm sure they're really capable radios. Haven't had a chance to try it yet, but they still have those really like rudimentary vocal voice announcements. They just sound the voice announcements sound cheap on them, and that's a real shame, because I just wish they'd replace them with something just a little bit nicer. I've got this Jabra headset that I use for work, and that has the best voice announcement I've ever heard on a device. You put it on Bluetooth pairing mode and it plays this little tune in the background, and it's all perfect quality. And whereas this is just like still got the old, it just sounds quite cheap, and I don't know, that's a shame.
2, 3, 4.
See what I mean? It just sounds a little bit cheap.
5, 6, 5, 4.
Okay, so that's channel 4. Let's see whether our scanner confirms it. Yeah, okay. When we transmit, we get these little dots there. And again, USB-C chargeable from the bottom. That's excellent. Nice and easy. Nice to see that on radios now, finally. what else is not too much else to say about this one. So this, again, PMR 446, so it is only half a watt, but this would be up to 3 watts on the business version of this. Right, let's take a look at the final one, which is the S1 Pro. I'll put chapters in the video so you can flick through and, you know, do whichever one you want. So this is a little bit more capable because this is actually DMR as well. So this is a digital radio as well as an analog radio. I'm assuming that will work fine on PMR too, but I don't know. I mean, and same stuff inside, lanyard, belt clip, which I'll get into quickly and hook on. Let's do this right now and put the battery in first. And then we've got our battery in the box as well. Good that these are replaceable batteries. I wasn't sure actually when I saw pictures of them because they are pretty small. I wasn't sure if they were all fixed battery, and I was just thinking that's not good for this type of radio to have a permanent fixed battery. I mean, the S1 Mini, I think they can probably get away with it because it is just a really tiny device and obviously a little bit more limited on what you can do there. But I think a radio like this, a business walkie-talkie, always has to have a replaceable battery as standard. In my opinion, I mean, it just seems a logical thing to do. Let's see if there's any charge in this cell. Nope, not doing this right. There we go. And peel the stuff off the front and power it up. And this one's got a nice little display on it. So this has got zones. It's got much more functionality because of the fact it's a digital radio. But let's just see what it does as standard on channel 1. If it actually... Yeah, that's not quite. I think that's just picking up noise rather than the actual locking onto the... Yeah, I don't know what these are programmed to, so I don't think that's going to work for me at the moment. Standard push-to-talk down the side. They're nice, these. And earpiece connection at the back, but no earpiece provided with this one or with the S1, only with the S1 Mini, oddly enough. But I'm guessing the S1 Mini one will probably work in these. Yeah, it's tied. I really like that, particularly in this colour. I'm more keen on this colour in the radio than I am of this sort of... I never particularly liked hi-fi and whatever in this sort of colour, but I can see that this might be more appealing depending on which, you know, what you're trying to fit in and how you're trying to obscure your radios so they don't obviously look like two-way radios. You know, if you're working in a hotel or something like that. But this is just really nice. Plastic. It's a plastic shell. All this, I think. But and yeah, the coating, the cover for the battery is plastic as well. But it is a really tidy radio. You know, it feels sturdy. Doesn't creak around in your hand. It doesn't feel particularly plasticky, even though it is. And again, with that nice button on the top, which is in this case because it's digital. I'm guessing it's a continuous. There's no hard stop on this because I imagine you can program in many more channels than just your sort of standard 16. So you might have 16 analog, 16 digital, and then you might have other various sort of groups set up and stuff like that. So anyway, there you go. A look at the S1 series from Hytera. Really nice looking radios. We'll see how they perform in a future video. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if you've had a look at these or used them in the past, or if you've used any Hytera stuff. As I say, I'm completely new to their stuff. I've never used any of their products before, so let me know what you think. See you again soon.